It is the hardest thing that I have ever faced in my life, without question.
October 6th, 2013, Dennis Peters got news that would change his life forever. His son, Sergeant Joseph Peters, was killed serving his country in Afghanistan.
We were making plans for a big celebration for Joseph to come home. And so I was in a hospital room and I got a phone call from my wife, and she was uncharacteristically beside herself. And I didn't really understand what she said. And so I called Ashley saying, I don't know what's going on with Debbie, but I think one of our dogs died. And Ashley told me, no, Joe died.
Recently, a memorial service was held in honor of Sergeant Peters on the anniversary of his death, one that Mr. Peters said came all too quickly.
Well, we just had a memorial on Monday, and for like my wife, she doesn't remember much of the funeral or the visitation or anything like that. And so with the memorial, she now has some memories of that type of ceremony.
It was clear after talking to Mr. Peters that defending his country was always a dream of Joseph's.
He was so bright and he was so smart, and he had abilities to do anything he wanted, but what he wanted to do was serve our nation, and it's hard to say no to that. He took it very personally. He studied hard. He wanted to be the best soldier he could be. He started out in military intelligence. His first two tours in Iraq was as military intelligence. He was very good at his job. It was said by one of his superiors that Joseph was going to be the future of CID.
Along with Joseph, 3 other soldiers were killed in the attack. Left to mourn the loss were their family and friends, a situation that has become all too common for military families.
I talked to lots of people, and survivor's guilt is a big thing for anyone who's lost their child in the war or spouse, because, I'm 50. I've lived a good life. I've come close to dying a couple times for medical reasons, but I always seem to make it, and my son didn't, and that's hard.
Sergeant Peters left behind a wife and now 1.5-year-old son.
I would give anything for him to be here and to raise his son.
According to the Defense Department, as of October 21, 2014, there have been 59,107 casualties during the war on terrorism.
Will I ever get over it? Will the grieving ever stop? I doubt it, but I've got to do what I can every day. Lots of people say and tell you that God doesn't give you more than you can handle, and with Joe's death, he gave me more than I could handle, but he also gave me, and Debbie and Ashley, a lot of people who could help carry the burden. My friends, my family. Many times the only way I got through the day was because of them, and I can't ever repay it, and I don't know how to say thank you in a way that they understand what they've all meant to me. But I do appreciate it, and I'm so very grateful they were all there.
In Springfield, for Taylor Vance, I'm Chandler Tagenhorst, Ozarks News Journal.